Crypto has become a fiercely competitive market, but these tiny and even risky altcoins could have massive potential. Now, are the following altcoins worth taking a chance on? You may have not even heard of a couple of these yet, but that's why I am here and I spend my time researching them. Some of these could be the absolute wealth opportunity of a lifetime. The hype around Bitcoin is sounding the alarm that the bull is about to be unleashed. And when that happens, crypto natives know that tons of altcoins will start pumping like crazy. So before the fun really begins, the opportunity is ripe to analyze which altcoins might be worth taking a risk on in this new cycle. But before I share with you the results of my hours of research, please make sure that you smash that like button and help me hit my goal of 10,000 subscribers by the end of 2023 by boom, banging on that notification bell. Comment anything that you want in the relevant sections. I appreciate it. Now, let's get into these 5 bullish coins that you could potentially add to your moon bag. Now, despite the fact that I am clearly obsessed with researching cryptos and committed to making gains, remember, you should always do your own research. All investments carry risk, and I am not telling you what to do with your money. I'm just the guy that's willing to share what projects I am following in hopes to bring a few ambitious crypto risk takers to first class on our moon mission. But again, remember, I'm just the guy with the braids on YouTube, bringing you the information in a fun and entertaining way. But without hesitation, XRP is the top of my list. Ripple is the network that hosts its native token, XRP. And if you've been watching the news, Ripple just won a major lawsuit against the SEC. Ripple is a cross-border real-time payment settlement network that allows for currency exchange to happen securely and almost instantly across the entire globe. It was designed to replace the SWIFT payment system that currently charges massive fees for international payment processing and can take days to accomplish, whereas XRP takes seconds. Ripple can handle both fiat and cryptos within its transactions, acting like a trusted third party between the two markets. Although the legal battle is not entirely over with the SEC just yet, Ripple has had 99% success in overcoming the hurdle that regulators launched against them back in 2020. Ripple recently even announced partnerships with Onafric to extend to over 400 million mobile wallets in Africa for remittance capabilities across the borders to the UK and Australia. All that being said, XRP is a fantastic buy, currently under $1, and I think it has massive upside potential coming in the very near future. Now, we need to talk about Stellar Lumens, because we can't mention XRP without Stellar. Stellar is a cross-border payment network that is designed to have minuscule fees and super fast transaction times. Wait, that's starting to sound like deja vu. Didn't I just say that's what XRP does? Absolutely, I definitely did, and make no mistake. These two networks pretty much have the same exact use case for Stellar's native token, XLM, but with a few nuanced differences. Stellar's XLM coin has half of the total supply of Ripple. Ripple has 100 billion, XLM 50 million tokens, at least after the network decided to burn the other half. Now, both cryptocurrencies are pre-mined, meaning all of the supply has already been minted. Ripple still owns the majority of their token supply, making it more centralized, whereas XLM is more truly decentralized. Jed McCaleb founded Stellar and also co-founded Ripple. Who knew? This guy, and now you. But Stellar is more oriented toward individuals and businesses, where Ripple is going after banks and larger institutions. Although both projects do have global aspirations, the SEC has left Stellar alone so far. Probably because Stellar did a fraction of the presale offerings that XRP did, which is the basis for the majority of the legal battles that ensued with Ripple. But the Stellar price has still been heavily influenced by that of XRP and the court rulings surrounding it because they're so closely tied to each other due to the founders. That's why I think it's crucial to look at these two like siblings, and if one does well, it almost certainly spells good things for the other one in parallel. XLM has a much smaller market cap than XRP does at this point, so it's a very inexpensive addition to your portfolio that could accomplish major multipliers in the next cycle. And I truly think that it will. Now, let's break away from the more traditional use cases for crypto and talk about some more novelty ideas for blockchain technology. ENJIN is a coin that specializes in online gaming Web3 experiences using NFTs to create value. ENJIN is also the oldest NFT trading ecosystem, which was designed specifically for the online gamer community. Within this ecosystem, developers can design, sell, buy, or trade NFTs that represent in-game digital goods. Think about your Fortnite skin. Now, you would be thinking, you can't be serious. We're talking about avatars and pixelated swords. Where is the real world value? And you wouldn't be alone because plenty of people have scoffed at NFT-based cryptos, but ENJIN coin topped $4 in the last cycle, and that's more than a 10x from its current value. Besides, ENJIN has some pretty cool features that could actually entice anyone to have a little fun in the metaverse, virtual reality, or MMOs. Within the ENJIN smart wallet, players can melt their digital goods to turn it back into ENJ coin, manage their inventory of goods, access them across multiple games, or set up digital stores. Entrepreneurs! Now, if we flip this coin and look at online gaming statistics, the industry was valued at $68 billion in just 2023 and projected to continue skyrocketing in the future. And let's be real, those numbers aren't small and they don't play. So there is some serious money to be made here. So in my opinion, ENJIN coin is a game on for all investors. But enough fun and games. We need to talk about the seriousness of life and death. What if blockchain could be leveraged to actually help people live longer, healthier lives? Now, if that sounds too good to be true, think again, because Vita DAO is pioneering the use of blockchain in biopharma. And yes, you heard that correctly, biopharma, using it to provide funding for longevity research in an open and accessible DAO, or decentralized autonomous organization. To put context to this, Big Pharma has a huge monopoly on intellectual property derived from medical research. What this means is that cutting-edge science in the medical industry is essentially being kept under lock and key and then sold, oftentimes price gouging customers. Small research firms that make significant discoveries are getting swallowed up by these giant corporations with big buyouts so that they profit off of the little guys. Vita DAO is an innovative solution to make scientific discoveries available on an open platform. This allows other scientists to work with each other in a global community, contribute, and build upon each other's research. Relatively seamlessly, might I add. DAOs have no central governing body outside of the votes of its contributors. Scientists and research groups are given Vita tokens for contributing intellectual property to the DAO and can also apply for funding in exchange for this data. They are then dubbed a contributor and enabled to make governance votes, proposals, and access all of the IP that Vita DAO has on its network. Interestingly enough, Vita has a capped supply of 64,359,360 tokens, which is the approximate number of minutes lived by the oldest recorded person on Earth, Jean-Louis Calment. And apparently the supply is only going to be increased when someone outlives that record. Pharmaceuticals by themselves account for one of the most lucrative industries, valued at $1.4 trillion. And yes, you heard that right, trillion with a T. And if Vita DAO succeeds, this could be a token to breathe longevity into crypto portfolios. The last novel crypto that I'm going to cover is Arweave. Arweave is building a decentralized permaweb using blockchain to crystallize data storage. Their use case is actually pretty straightforward, passing on data to generations to come. This may seem trivial, but according to a study of 360 websites, only 2 of them were actually still accessible after 2 decades. If you have ever encountered an error 404 message, then you have experienced the effects of link rot or URL decay. Essentially, the internet is getting old and Alzheimer's is starting to set in and erase massive amounts of data from our collective memory. Miners can contribute to permanent data storage and be rewarded with these ERC20 tokens. Arweave is a practical solution that is important to keeping our digital infrastructure immune to crumbling with the passing of time. If I remember correctly, it's a little fuzzy. Oh, right. Arweave 10x'd in the last bull cycle, so we could actually be making memories in the Bahamas if this one pops off in the next bull run. And honestly, it feels like this video could go on forever, but I'm actually really happy that you stayed to the end, so I'm going to give you a couple of other coins that you can add to your Moon portfolio in 2024 to help you diversify that portfolio in an effective manner. If you're looking for a couple of other coins to add to that Moon bag, then look no further than Wolfer Finance and Presend. Wolfer Finance is a blockchain infrastructure company that actually hosts and maintains validator nodes for some of the largest blockchains that you've definitely heard of: Ethereum, Avalanche, Flux, FTM, and we have a potential mining arm coming out in the future. We actually own a 10% equity position inside of a revolutionary wallet transaction security software that has a pending patent on the technology, which is called Presend.io. We will be bringing out funding opportunities where you will have the ability and the option to invest in the very near future. And if you've been paying attention for long enough, make sure you click the very first link in the description section below so that you can sign up for email alerts and be alerted when these offerings open up in the future. And if you like content like this, obviously, make sure that you smash that like button. Make sure you hit subscribe. Boom! Bang on that notification bell. Comment anything that you want in the relevant sections. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for showing up to this video. I will see you in the next one. Have a good day, everyone.